Hi, I'm Allison.
And I'm Skylar.
A little bit about myself. I teach preschool to 3 and 4-year-olds, and I also work at a local boutique. Skylar and I have been married for 4 years now, 4 years in December, and we live in the Midwest together. We're huge Husker fans.
Go Big Red. And I'm currently a physical therapy student, just finished my first semester and ready for more, I guess. And I love the outdoors. I'm originally from Utah, so anything outdoors, hunting, fishing, hiking, camping, anything like that.
We have struggled with infertility for our entire marriage. We always thought that we would have a large family. We wanted to start our family soon after we got married, and that has not been how it has all worked out.
Yeah, definitely not the case. You know, we started out with just trying on our own, and that was followed by a lot of months of negative pregnancy tests. And we didn't think much of it at the time because, you know, it's getting pregnant.
We didn't have any hard feelings about those first few negative pregnancy tests because people get pregnant, that's what people do. They get married and they have babies. And so it wasn't a huge fear for us at that time. It was frustrating, but I didn't have any fear about not having children at the time.
No, not at all. I mean, I viewed it as a process, and we just needed to keep trying. But, you know, after about 2.5 years, that gets to the point where it's like, okay, what are we doing wrong, or what
next?
Can we do? What can we do better? You know, so eventually we sought the help of a local specialist and started with some treatments.
These treatments were due to my PCOS diagnosis. For those of you who don't know, that stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. Basically means I have a ton of cysts on my ovaries. PCOS has a lot of side effects, hair growth and excessive weight gain and irregular cycles, as well as struggling to conceive. And so, as part of the regime, which we became very used to, I did several months of Clomid. And Clomid is basically the crazy drug, is what we call it. It makes me cry, it makes me hot, it makes me angry, it makes me happy, it makes me feel absolutely every feeling that you could feel in 30 seconds or less. And Skylar here gets to deal with that.
Yeah, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. I mean, the monthly cycle of crazy was it was fine. It wasn't bad, and we were willing to do that so that we could get pregnant. And so once the doctor, we'd done that a couple months, and so the doctor wanted me to get a sperm count. So we did that, and they found out that the sperm count was a little low. So we got 2 strikes on us right now.
We're dealing with male factor infertility as well as the PCOS.
So that's fun. Anyways, he decided that he would try to do intrauterine insemination along with the Clomid that Allison was on.
So an intrauterine insemination, or an IUI, is basically where they call it washing the sperm. Basically, they pick out the best sperm that there are, the ones that have the highest motility. And so they inject those directly into my uterus to bypass a lot of the problems that can arise in getting pregnant. And so each month we left, I feel like feeling like this is the month, this is going to happen. This is the month we're getting pregnant. We would go buy baby things. We would torture ourselves in absolutely every way possible. And each month it came back with a negative test again. So after a whole lot of time spent doing that, I believe we did 7 IUIs total. We were recommended to, as well as decided on our own, that we should see a higher up specialist. And so we've just begun seeing what's called an RE, a reproductive endocrinologist. And so each time we go to see her, it's a fun 5-hour drive per appointment. And as we start doing IUIs or else IVF, depending on which we end up doing, we'll be doing probably 4 or 5 of those appointments a month at least. You may be wondering why we are sharing all of this information with you.
Yeah, it's kind of personal, and we've struggled with wanting to share it, but also wanting to keep our privacy, along with helping everybody out there who deals with these kind of problems on a daily basis. Because we know it's not easy, and there's people around you that wonder, like, why are you not having kids yet? And we've dealt with that for the last 2.5, 3 years.
4 years.
Well, anyways, so we're just trying to find a little strength in our story, trying to help us to have a great outlook on where we're at and where we're going with these new treatments.
Another reason that we're documenting this is so we have a documentation of it. We have gone through so much already, gone through so many tests, so many blood draws, so many pokes, so many butt shots. They don't tell you that. You're going to get shots in your butt nonstop. And we have very little record of any of this. A picture here and there. But we want a record of this so that when we become pregnant, we'll have a better record of the journey that we took.
Yeah, so this is in part for you guys to maybe get a little strength and know what you need to do, and then also for us as well.
Another huge factor in this is that we want to break the stigma. I complain constantly that there's so much stigma behind infertility, but if we are also private and don't share our story, then I feel that we're adding to that stigma. We want to break the stigma. 1 in 4 couples struggles to conceive, and that's a huge statistic. The statistics on struggling to conceive and infertility and miscarriages are all so high, and it's just something that people don't talk about because it's uncomfortable for others. And we just want to break that stigma and say that, hey, this is our real life, and this is what we're dealing with, and we're blessed beyond measure, but this is tough. We should introduce you to our third member of our family. He is our best friend. He is the best snuggler, the naughtiest. What else would you say then?
He's a little ball of fire, pretty much. He likes to bark, and I like to get mad at him for that, but then I love him afterwards, so it's all good.
He sings songs, and he is obsessed with food. I came home today from work, and he could not have cared less because he was eating his dinner. So, meet Brewster Wayne. This is Brewster, also known as Bruce Wayne, or Doodle, or Boo Boo. He's our best friend, and he's our baby for now, aren't you?
He helps us. When we're feeling sad, he snuggles us, and he's the best friend we got for right now, so...
Besides me, right?
Oh yeah, besides Allison. Alright, so just so you guys could get to know us a little bit better other than just our background, we thought that it would be nice to play a little newlywed game, even though we're not newlyweds, you know.
It's just based on the TV show Newlyweds. Don't worry, we'll keep it PG. Okay, Skylar.
Yeah.
The question is, if you could describe your spouse in one word, what word would it be? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. What'd you say?
I said hot.
I said hot mess. I know it's 2 words, but I counted it as 1 because it's a phrase.
That's pretty close. I think it's
you actually said I'm H07. Please show the camera again.
No.
That definitely says H07.
That is a T. that is a 7.
Did you cross it?
Just to let everybody know. What animal would your spouse choose to be?
Would you choose to be, or do I think you are?
Choose to be.
Oh, shoot. Oh no, you only wrote a couple letters. I'm wrong.
No, I wrote 6 letters.
Me too.
What'd you say?
Y'all ready for this? No. Oh, I was a little off. It was almost right. I said monkey. Okay, listen to my reasoning. Remember this super cute monkey at the zoo who was like singing and showing off and he was so happy and we loved him? That's the monkey, whatever that one was called.
That monkey was ugly.
Cougar. Cougar just makes me think of like an old lady.
No. They're strong and fast and awesome.
Oh, this is a good one. Which of your physical features, so of my physical features, does my spouse like, okay, which of my physical features do you like the most and the least? Watch my answers. It has to be a surprise, cheater. What did you say? Booty and little toe. Why am I
gonna say little
Oh no, because it's snaggly.
I'm gonna say little toe because she has this weird little toenail and it snags everything. And that's
it's hereditary. That is a Davis toenail.
Yeah, her dad has it too. So
and booty because booty.
When and where was your first kiss? No! Was it? I thought it was Cassie's porch.
It was.
Oh, I didn't know when.
I forgot this was our first makeout.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, I want to redo. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, in all
I'm
fairness,
not too disappointed.
The car was a memorable one. I forgot about Cassie's porch. Thanks, Cass.
You're making dreams possible.
When is your mother-in-law's birthday?
Jeez.
And your father-in-law's birthday.
For you, I have no idea. Oh, Galen Robert, I'm sorry if you have to watch this.
What'd you say? Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you did.
I rely on Facebook.
My mom's is April 15th. It's tax day.
I didn't know that.
And my dad's is July 29th. Because, okay.
I was going to say July. Anyways, Facebook tells me the exact day when people's birthdays are, and I just say, hey, happy birthday. Sorry about it. What is your spouse's favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
No, my favorite movie.
Oh, your favorite movie.
What is your spouse's favorite movie?
Oh, because you're my spouse. Okay. You're my spouse.
You're having so much trouble
favorite
with this.
Movie. Okay, I can't remember what it's called, but My Precious. My Precious. Lord of the Rings, yeah. My Precious.
But
is this the one where he's like finding the ring?
It's the best. It's the best one.
Which one's this? Is this the one with the dragon?
It's the last one. No, you're thinking The Hobbit.
Yeah. So anyway, it's My Precious.
I'll give it to you. It was pretty close.
What's your spouse's favorite flavor of ice cream, Skylo? You ready? Are you committed?
I think.
You're right! It's butter pecan!
I couldn't remember the first. I knew there was a first word. I was gonna say chocolate, But I knew that wasn't right, so.
Oh, butter pecan is so delicious.
I got
it's like old people ice cream. I love it. Top 5 things that they should know about you write about me and I write about you.
Okay, that was hard. Just kidding, it wasn't that hard. Okay, you want to go first?
Sure, we'll do one at a time. Okay, my first fun fact is that Skylar has been growing his gorgeous hair out for about 8 months now, and I love it. I jokingly call him my homeless husband because he has long hair and this thing on his face, and I love it. He used to have super short hair and be clean shaven, and I like my homeless husband. I think he's cute.
We'll post a picture on our Instagram for sure.
of like a before and after of when I used to wear makeup and be pretty.
That. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways, number one, the thing you gotta know about Allison is she is so addicted to Dr. Pepper.
I need it.
Like it's like her fuel. She can't like do anything without it. But
I need it.
Since we went to our new doctor, she said 1 Dr. Pepper a day, and it's been a struggle.
I was hoping it could be like a swimming pool sized Dr. Pepper and I could just dip the straw in, but I've been keeping it to a can.
It's pretty good.
1 can.
It's pretty good for.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Fact numero 2 is that Skylar's a closet weirdo. He is weird. He does weird things. I just catch him doing the strangest things, and I'm like, what just happened? And everyone at my work knows that he's a closet weirdo because they've also caught him doing weird things, and it cracks me up. It's like one of the things I fell in love with is that Skylar's just as weird as me, which takes a lot to find someone like that.
Yeah. Number 2. Allison loves her TV shows. First of all, Sister Wives. She loves it. Second of all, Teen Mom. OG is probably her favorite, but
OG is my favorite.
You know,
holla.
Any one of them, she'll go to it.
Okay, OG minus Farrah. Farrah. Go ahead. Give me a little shout out there, girl.
Let's not. Anyways, and then Dance Moms. It's been like this new thing this fall. Is Dance Moms.
It's not a new show. I just discovered it.
That's what I'm saying. Allison just discovered Dance Moms this fall, and it's been just crazy.
Maddie left. I know this is old news, but Maddie left, and I'm heartbroken.
That ALDC is cray, okay?
I say AL, you say DC. AL.
No.
Works better when Kindle does it, I guess.
Okay, go ahead. Number 3.
Fact number 3, I have caught Skylar on multiple occasions singing to and or rocking Doodle. He loves our dog. He complains that I spoil him and I make him naughty. No, this is the spoiler right here. I'm not even kidding you.
Sometimes he just needs a little bit of tunes.
I have a video of proof of him singing "Go to Sleep, Little Beagle." It's a song he wrote. It's nice.
It is pretty good. Okay, Allison is extremely devoted to her preschool classes, and she always wants them to succeed. Something that I really admire about her is she puts a lot of time into her classes and what she plans for them, and it's pretty good. It's not a funny thing, but you know, it's a good thing. It doesn't have
to be funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
Number 4, something I love about Skylar that was not true when we got married, if I'm being honest, is that he is like a housewife in all of the best ways. He cooks, he cleans, he does laundry. He is capable of doing all of the things that guys traditionally can't do. And I love it. I love that he's helpful. And then I'll come home to laundry being done or to dinner being started. Especially when he was in his undergrad, because he did have more time free during the day. I was working 50-hour weeks, and there was more nights than not that I would come home and he would have dinner cooked or a load of laundry thrown in, or he'd picked up the house. It's one of my favorite things about him.
I try. Allison also loves to snuggle her Bruce Wayne. He just gets a lot of love around here, and like we said earlier, you know, he's just funny.
He's just down here on the floor being cute.
Show you him itching himself, but
he's so cute.
Whatever. He's silly.
Okay, number 5. Something that Skylar absolutely hates is wind, which is something we deal with absolutely every day where we live. Literally every day. I'm not even kidding you.
I hate it.
It is so windy.
You can't do anything in the wind.
And especially since he started growing his hair out, he's a little diva about it because his hair gets in his face and oh my goodness, there's drama.
It's not
drama. Another thing that he hates is static electricity. And if I said there was drama about wind, you should see the drama that comes with static. If Skylar's clothes are staticky in the least bit, he will have a freak out and start taking them off.
I have to change. Well, when you have hairy arms and legs and your hair is like standing on end, it freaks me out. That's how it is. Okay.
And again, it's gotten worse since his hair got along with the static as well.
It's gotten better and now that it's like shoulder length, it's not terrible. When it was like right around this length, and it Okay, number 5. Allison hates being cold. Like being cold is like Allison's arch nemesis. So like wind is my arch nemesis in the Midwest. Being cold is Allison's arch nemesis in the Midwest. So I think we just need to move to like Florida, California, Texas, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so going with being cold, she has to take at least 1 bath a day.
These aren't functional baths. I'm not washing my hair. I'm not shaving my legs. I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting in hot water.
Yeah, and then sometimes I even have to warm up water on the stove in a big pot that we have and like go dump it in. And she's like, "Oh, don't pour it in too fast or it'll be too hot." And I'm like, "Oh, well, okay."
It's like straight up Laura Ingalls Wilder. We're boiling water for me to take a bath.
Pretty much. But that's 5 facts about both of us, that, according to the other.
He forgot the one where I'm the coolest person ever. Right?
About that.
Okay. So guys, in conclusion, thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel. We are going to post the link to our Instagram down below in the description, so scroll on down there. And we hope that you'll continue to follow us on our journey. Like we said, we want to try to break the stigma that's associated with infertility. Break down those walls that people have built up. So please feel free to like, share, follow, whatever it is that you'd like to do.
Yeah, and so you can follow the link to our Instagram, and that's where we're kind of gonna post kind of the schedule of like when you can expect new videos on YouTube, short little videos of our journey, such stuff like that. So it's important that you follow our Instagram if you want to truly follow our story. And yeah, we're gonna have a doctor's appointment next week, so follow us, give us a like, and then we should have a new video, maybe 2 videos next week, and hopefully you'll like those too.
As always, our channel will be And Beagle Makes 3. People say And Baby Makes 3, but what they don't know is that Beagle makes 3 too.